Because you can't change. She's gonna be right there. She's too fucking comfortable. You always tell me, don't wake a sleeping baby, and I tell you she's not a baby, but look at her.
Doesn't she look like a sleeping baby?
No, she looks like a sleeping dog.
She looks like a sleeping baby. She's like, did you call me a dog? She opened her eyes when you said that.
You better have some tiny tacos, bitch. This dog eats tiny tacos like they're going out of style.
I cannot bring home tiny tacos from Jack in the Box without paying a tax to her. And she expects them. It's not like she sits there like, oh, can I have one? It's like, bitch, where is my cut?
Hey everyone, welcome to this new episode of So I Married a Geek, the show where we invite you into our lives. Why? Because our lives are funny. It's been up and down. We have a lot of things to share with y'all guys. We've had adventures. I'm Gavin, and this is
Philip.
And we are
crazy.
We're crazy. I'm the geek that he married and wasn't quite prepared for, but has been having this non-stop adventure. Well, I guess you could call it a non-stop adventure because you can't get off this motherfucking crazy train.
No, this roller coaster never stops.
So today's a really fun episode for you guys because we all have things that we like, and there's something that just really defines us. For Phil, it's music. For me, it's board gaming in general. But there's always a reason of why that started. So I want to start with Phil. What was it that made you become the music person?
So my mom, when I remember very far back in my life, and I can
to the crib.
So some of my early memories are in my car seat, in the back seat of my mom's car, riding around with her, and she had this tape that she made herself from the radio. And but when you had to,
you had the boom boxes, and you had to wait for it to come on the radio, and you hit record real quick.
For real. And so I can still remember most of the songs that were on that tape. And my mom, she used to say all the time, like, you're not just going to know music from today. Like, I didn't ever hear New Kids on the Block when they were popular. I didn't hear them till like 10 years after they broke up. Because my mom wanted me to know music from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. I had to know classical music. I had to know jazz. I had to know country. I had to know blues. So she instilled a lot of that in me. But this is going to sound crazy, but my very first concert was here in Austin at South Park Meadows, and it was Collective Soul opening for Aerosmith. And I remember, so I was really little. I was in like second or third grade maybe, and I couldn't see over people. So this guy who was there picked me up and put me on his shoulders. And I remember seeing Steven Tyler, and I turned to my dad and I was like, I want to do that, but he's really ugly. Like, that's all I remember about that. I mean, I remember the music and how it felt, but after that, I was like, I want to make music like these guys do. I want to write songs like these guys do. And as soon as I was old enough to start playing an instrument, at school, I learned trumpet first. But then after that,
he likes to blow things.
Oh God, I knew you would say that. I just knew it. But then when I was like 12, I started writing lyrics. And then at that same time, my cousin got this amazing old school Roland workstation, the XP80. And that's where I started to learn to make the music that I make. And from then on, music was, I lived it, I breathed it, I still do. I always have music playing. Like if I'm playing a game or something, I've always got music playing.
Even though there's music in the game.
Sometimes we'll be watching TV and I'll have my phone to my ear with music playing just because I wanted to hear a song and it was playing in my head. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that happens is either my anxiety kicks in or music starts playing and then my anxiety kicks in. But I usually wake up with a song in my head on repeat and I fall asleep with a song playing in my head. So I've always got music going on. How did you become psychotically in love with board games?
As y'all know, I have a board game problem. You can only see half of them on this shelf. I'm pretty sure there's a whole other section of the shelf that you guys don't see. And I've got, when I said, Phil, let's play a game, he thinks of like Scrabble.
I think
or
it's
Clue.
I want to play a game.
Like, so we've got those basic games that they're.
Oh, so now I'm a basic ass Becky, is what you're saying.
You are a basic ass Becky when it comes to board gaming.
Yeah, no, I can't even lie.
So that started because when I was a kid, my best friend was Scott, and I've been thinking about him for years, and we're friends on Facebook. We talk every now and then, and I need to get you two introduced.
Yeah, I still haven't met this guy after 7 years with you. I didn't even know his name until
when he went to the Navy after high school, and because he was a year older than me, we just kind of lost touch. And he would come back from time to time, and Like, I really haven't seen or hung out with him since high school. And, like, we grew up together. And I think my parents had the station wagon. We would just open the back door of the station wagon and we played board games in the back of the station wagon with me, him, Jesse, and his brother Dean. Um, and so Scott's father had all those Amazon old school Avalon Hill bookcase games, and they had this one called like Dragons and Wizards that we would play. And we'd play like I'd have these like Fireball Island and stuff like that. But he had a game that was called Hero Quest.
Oh no!
This shit we played the fuck out of this shit. And when he went to the Navy, he gave me it. He gave me the copy of Hero Quest. He goes, "Here, I want you to have it." And I had it for years until it was stolen. And then I've managed to scrape together $300 to buy it, almost like new copy. Because this is one of those games that when people talk about it, it is your gateway drug into board gaming. It's really the step that takes you ready to experience the world of tabletop outside of Monopoly, basically. And so that got burned up in a fire. And I just haven't really thought about it because it's just too expensive to really pursue anymore. I mean, there are hundreds of groups devoted to this game. There are, now that 3D printing is a thing, there are hundreds of groups that do 3D printed files. People print and play this game. Like, it is a cornerstone in the gaming industry because Hasbro and Games Workshop did it together before Games Workshop went off to Warhammer. So it was really this simple, you could get into it and have fun play game. And last year, Hasbro remade it. And of course, I backed this shit, and it got here today, which is, we're filming this on a Sunday. It got here today. And you're not ready.
No, but it's funny, as you're pulling it out, you were talking about how your best friend was a part of your obsession. My bestie is a musician and is super into music. And when we hang out, he's an audiophile. So he has like floor to ceiling speakers with a vinyl setup. And we still listen. Like when we hang out, whatever we're doing, there's music playing. Even if we're talking about songs we're going to work on together, we have music playing in the background. And he also he's a DJ. Yeah. My bestie was a big part of my obsession with music as well. Like, you think I'm crazy with music? Like, he can tell you, like, one time I was like, tell me about George Clinton, and Parliament. I don't know much about them. And it was one of those, like you remember in Rick and Morty when he's like, you're a gearhead, tell about the Gear Wars. And he's like, oh, okay, here we go. When I was like, I don't know much about George Clinton, he was like, okay, let's start at the beginning. And it was like a 3-hour explanation of his career. As crazy as I am about music, he is as well. And I think that's one of the things that since we met in the first day of second grade 30 years ago, and we've been best friends ever since.
Yeah. So y'all, this is it. This is the new Hero Quest game.
Good God in heaven.
They redid the art, but it's basically the same.
It's still sealed.
They redid the art. They redid the models, but it's the same basic game, just updated. And so, of course, I did this. And when I realized they were shipping, I checked my email like every hour for my shipping confirmation.
I remember that. I was like, what are you waiting for?
I drove him crazy. I was like, I'm waiting for my shipping confirmation.
He was using the phrase gateway drug. He was acting like this was his fix that he'd been waiting for.
Yeah, this was definitely my fix.
I can't make fun of you, though. I'm wearing like my Kung Fu Vampire jersey and my Kung Fu Vampire necklace, so music obviously is a big ass deal.
So this is a 1 versus mini game. Someone plays the game master,
and
everyone else plays the heroes. Wow, they packaged this up really weirdly. But look, you've got all your heroes, but now they've got male and female version of the heroes. You've got like look. You got your mummies. Like, so they redid everything, and they added some things like the gender swapped heroes and some new hero ideas. But it's such a very easy game for everybody to get up and play. There's a board, so it's very self-contained, and a mission book. And I'm not going to open all of it because there's just too many, because I got other things in the box to get to. But y'all, like, this shit is crazy. And they did the first 2 expansions. They redid both the first 2 expansions, which I had. They add more figures and more missions. And then
I didn't know you were this level of geek.
they did. This is the box for all the stretch goal expansions. They did the Joe Magnolia dungeon expansion with the dragon. So it's the first time they've had a dragon in this game. Y'all, like you're gonna have to play this with me. I'm gonna set it up this week. Maybe see if someone wants to come over.
I don't know how to play board games.
This is not a hard board game to play, and the thing is I want to see if it makes it so that you as well have that experience. It's like maybe I could do something more than Monopoly and Scrabble.
Because when he plays some of the other board games, I've told him before, mad respect, because they have the most complicated rule systems and the way everything is set up, and none of them follow the same style. Everybody has to have their own distinct, unique way that they play the game. So there's no like universal, if I can play this game, I can play this game or this game or this game.
But you're wrong. There actually is. It just depends on the type of game. If it's a worker placement game, if it's a survival game. Yes, they all have different things, but they're not too terrible. Well, some of them are really complex. Like
yes, they're all really complex.
But this is a very, very, very simplified game. Yeah, this is all the... Whoa, look at this dragon miniature.
We'll show them.
Comes with a little dragon miniature from the... They threw that one in because we were just too short. But you see how it has books for quests, and so someone runs the bad guys, and everyone else are the good guys. And you go around and you have fun. And it is so much fun. And they're gonna do the Frost one next. They have other ones. Because when I was done with the regular Hero Quest, I bought Advanced Hero Quest, which Games Workshop did, and it was a tile laying play. You build the dungeons as you go. Updated rules, was super fun, but it wasn't quite Hero Quest. Really excited to just open all this stuff on the dining room table and start taking a look at it because, holy crap! Like we're gonna play the shit out of this game, y'all. You can make your own missions. Like when I tell you the community behind this shit, there's a giant community behind this shit. When Hasbro was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and remake it for you guys. Boom! I did it. Why don't you look impressed?
I'm supposed to look impressed?
Yes. Because it was a fraction of the cost of buying the original on eBay. He's not impressed, y'all. He's not impressed.
Board games don't get me going the way they do for you. But it's cool because you also don't understand why, like, I still buy CDs and why when that guy sent me an autographed copy of his album from 20 years ago, I lost my damn mind. Like,
which I get. That's awesome.
And but it didn't make you light up like it did for me.
You explained to me those because you're supporting them by buying the CDs. So I get that. I'm so excited, y'all. Like, I'm going to be sending Scott a message on Facebook with pictures of this shit. And hopefully I can get him to come down and we can just be kids again and play this and have some fun and, eat. Like, oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. It is such an easy game, but it's just that point where you can do more. Like, when people come over, hey, let's play a game. Hey, let's play Risk. Oh, I've got lots of copies of Risk.
Good Lord, do you ever.
I've got I've got Battlefield Risk, where you play as a small team. Like, I've got all the copies of Risk. Let's play Candyland. I got Candyland. I got Monopoly. I bought the original Operation because I wanted to.
What's it?
Good Lord.
Thank you.
See?
This is your fault.
I didn't even push the carousel button, y'all. And he's singing.
You did this to me.
Victory to me.
You did this to me.
So, yeah.
I wonder if there's surgery or something to fix it.
I don't know. But I'm really excited to open that game up. I'll be taking some pictures, and I'm really excited. And hopefully I can get Scott to come down and say hi. It's been so long, y'all. Like, it's been, 20-something years?
Yes, because you're the old one in this relationship.
And I'm part of me is nervous because I don't know how much he's changed or what he's really like. I mean, he's got kids. He's got a family. Don't know what happened to Dean, his brother. We used to make fun of him and call him Vanilla Ice because he was into hip hop way back in the day. And he would try to be all hardcore, but it was little Dean. And I remember when we went to look at the house, I was really hoping we get that house because I like the neighbors. I met Scott and Dean when we were looking at the house, and we have so much history. I was so sad. Like, he got lucky. 6th grade was still in elementary school, and he was in 6th grade. But when I was in 6th grade, it was in middle school. So he got the elementary school hours and holidays and shit. I was so mad. I was so mad, y'all. I think he's
My whole life, 6th grade was middle school. I wasn't there when there was the great transition.
maybe he was 2 years older. I don't know. But I'm really nervous to just be like, hey, come hang out. Like, I'm not usually this nervous because it's been a lifetime.
Yeah, but when you have really strong childhood bonds, they like we were talking about how my friends don't know each other, but my friends from my childhood, we all know each other, and we're all still. I only have one friend from my childhood who, for some reason or other, doesn't speak to me anymore, and I don't know what happened. I mean, she was at our wedding, and she was at my mom's funeral, but ever since then, she hasn't responded to me. But otherwise, my childhood friends I've kept in touch with, they know each other. Like I said, my bestie is as much of a music nut as I am.
It's convenient.
Those relationships, those ties stay.
I hope so. I hope it's not to the point where it's just like, whatever.
All you have to do is send a message and say what's up.
I will. When I get some of this stuff pulled out, I'm gonna send in pictures because we played the shit out of this game. We played a lot of board games in the back of that station wagon. Back before the internet.
See, me and my bestie used to play RPG games, like the Star Wars RPG game.
Which I bought him the original. It was a
we used to play the shit out of that game.
We still haven't done it.
Well, isn't it more than 2 people?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get him to come. We could run like your brother.
Well, one of these days we can, but people have children and lives and stuff, and so it's hard to make things happen sometimes. He and I haven't gotten to hang out in forever because
you can plan for anything. She just made a weird ass noise.
But look at how she's laying.
She has no fucks to give today.
Yeah, she's exhausted.
So yeah, that's been today's episode. We hope you guys have liked it. You will see more Hero Quest. When we play it, we'll probably live stream it onto Twitch. I know Harley and Jill will be down to come down and play. Cynic will want to come play. I know Yasmin will want to come play. We will have people come play, but I want you to play it as well. I want you to really just put aside your prejudices and your, oh my God, gaming is stupid.
I don't say it's stupid. I say I don't understand it.
It's about doing something with people and having fun. What is?
You know, I don't do things with people. I do things with individual people.
We will be fine. So anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like and share, comment. Definitely comment. Send us questions. I think before Thanksgiving we'll do another Ask Us Anything episode. So I've got some questions gathered, and those are always fun.
Yes.
But tomorrow's episode we're gonna play Phil's new song for you, and we're gonna talk about putting the cart before the horse.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but there's a reality we have to face, and this could happen really quick or it could happen really slow. We don't know. But one step at a time is what I say. So, yeah, that's it for today's episode. We will see you guys tomorrow. And same time, noon, every day, new episodes get released. Watch when you watch them. But I keep staring at Hero Quest because I just want to go open all the pieces. I want to look at all the pieces. I want to see if the gargoyle's in there. I think they said the gargoyle is in there. I'm all excited, y'all. Like, memories just flood in with this one. Just like Fireball Island, which is why I redid Fireball Island. Flooded in with this one. Yeah, you ready for tomorrow to do your music?
Possibly.
Don't maybe push the carousel button.